do I remember? Pubs. Uh, yeah, yeah. A pub was like a public. It was short for public house, and it was like so. It was someone's house that you could just go in. Anyone could go in, and you didn't need an invitation. You didn't need to knock. You just went in whenever you wanted. And inside was like a big. It was like a big living room. You could sit where you wanted. There were chairs, stools, and there was a long area that was called the bar, where you'd just go up. Again, you're a stranger, and you just go up, and they'd say, "Hi, how are you?" And you didn't even need to say hello back. You could just say, "Pint of Guinness," and they'd go, "Sure," and then they'd give you a pint, whatever you wanted, and then they'd say, "Anything else?" And you didn't even have to say no or thank you. Just go and take it off, and then you could sit where you wanted. You could go back and have another one if you wanted. You could go back and have another one. They didn't care. And at the end, when you'd had enough, you finished. You didn't have to go and clean up your glasses or anything. You just left them, and then they did all that, and you just left. You didn't even need to say goodbye. And you could go to as many houses as you wanted. So you could leave their house, didn't even say goodbye, just walk along the street. There were different types of houses, and you just go into another person's house, pint of Guinness. And they'd say, "Anything else?" And you go, and just have that, and just go and sit in their living room. And I mean, you could even put your own music on. You could put your own music on. So imagine you go into someone else's house, pint of Guinness, and they go, "Anything else?" And go, and then you just go and sit down at a table, or at a table, and then you could just put whatever music on you wanted. There was a machine on the wall. You could just go, and then you play your own music in the pub, in their house, and they didn't mind. And even if you just got up, then didn't have to clean up the glasses, just got up, left, go to someone else's house. They didn't mind that you'd been in someone else's house and you just walked into theirs. They didn't care. "Hi, what can I get you?" The same thing happened just again and again and again. You could be in someone's house. You could be in someone's house and just go. Sometimes they had TVs on the wall, remember, and you could just go. "Could you turn it on to Sky Sports 2? And then they'd go, "Yeah, sure," and change the channel. In their house, you just go, "I'd put some music on, put my own music on," and then go, "Can you turn the TV over? I want to watch Sky Sports 2. They just do it. Then just get up, leave without saying goodbye, thank you. There were games. You didn't have to bring your own games. And they weren't killing games like now. They were just sort of and the games were already there. Like there was a game up on the wall. You could throw arrows at it. You got points for that. They had it. It was free, didn't it? It was just free. Pint of Guinness. Anything else? No. And then you could go in and just sort of, and sometimes you'd go in and there'd be no one else in the house apart from you and the person that owned the house. And you just sit at the bar bit, and you could just talk to them. And they weren't allowed to say, "Oh, you're boring, you're rubbish, you're not funny." It was like part of the thing when you went to their houses, they had to talk to you, and you could just talk about anything, and they'd go, "Is that right?" And you go, yeah. Or tell them problems or whatever, they didn't mind. You could go into some pubs, not all of them, but you could go into some pubs and you could say to the person that owned the house, "Do you know anyone that wants to buy a hedgehog?" And they'd go, oh, Gary might, he's got a big garden. Or he likes, not a hedgehog, but you know what I mean? Like, "Do you want to buy a crossbow?" Anything, right? And then she'd go, Gary might. And you go, who's Gary? And they go, "Oh, he might be in tonight." And then you'd go in another day or into the same house. And they'd go, "Oh, you were the person that wanted to sell a hedgehog crossbow thing." And they'd go, "That's Gary over there." And you'd go up to him and stranger, imagine that now. And then you'd say, do you want to buy a crossbow or a hedgehog? And they'd go, how much? And you go, 50 quid. And they'd give you 50 quid. Then you could go to the bar, pint of Guinness, and they'd give you that, which is basically now free because you've traded it. They were amazing places. They were like sanctuaries. They were like sanctuaries of freedom. But then some of them did let children in. And that basically ruined it.